It's a beautiful day outside, but we're gonna head back underground. Today we're gonna head back to Brooklyn, check out the IRT's first push into that borough. Some more dual contract stuff, should be pretty nice. If you're just finding this channel, I pick out places in New York City to go explore, and I take you with me. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. For now, it's off to Brooklyn. Let's go. St. Paul's Chapel, part of Trinity Church. We've been there. Check that episode out if you haven't seen it. So this takes a little bit of explanation. We're still in Manhattan, as you might have noticed, and we're picking up on the branch that leads off the 7th Avenue extension and heads over to Brooklyn. So these first stations in Manhattan were part of the dual contracts, and the tunnel that's going to take us over there was also around that time. And some of the first stations that we're going to get to in Brooklyn are actually older than that, because they went through a different tunnel that comes off the bottom of the Lexington Avenue line. It was built a lot earlier than the tunnel we're going to go through. After the dual contracts were signed, the IRT extended their line down the east side on 7th Avenue, and that included this line that cuts across and heads over toward Brooklyn. So the tunnel that we're going to go under, the Clark Street Tunnel, didn't open until 1919. That was after the one that comes off the bottom of the Lexington Avenue line, the Joralemon Tunnel, which opened in 1907. But that tunnel led to the stations that we're going to get to today also. When this Clark Street Tunnel opened, it took a little pressure off of the Joralemon Tunnel, which was getting pretty busy. That Joralemon Tunnel was the first underwater subway tunnel going under the East River connecting Manhattan to Brooklyn. And it was built by the IRT as part of Contract 2. The Clark Street Tunnel was built under the dual contracts and connected this branch off the 7th Avenue extension over to the stations that were already built under Contract 2. So this station, Park Place, opened July of 1918. It has a single island platform and 2 tracks. There's a mezzanine up above, and you can transfer to the IND 8th Avenue line. All right, this is Fulton Street. This part of the station also opened July of 1918 as part of that extension off of the 7th Avenue extension over toward Brooklyn. As you can see, single island platform. It's pretty narrow, actually. There are 2 mezzanines upstairs, 1 at each end of the platform, and there are transfers here to the BMT Nassau line, the IRT Lexington line, and the IND 8th Avenue line. Now we're at Wall Street. This is not the Wall Street station we've already done. This is a different one. This went up in one of these others in July of 1918. That other one that we saw in the lower Lexington line is part of the original. Initially, this station was served by a shuttle from Chambers Street, and this was actually the terminus of the line until the Clark Street Tunnel opened. Once again, we got a single island platform and 2 tracks. So south of here, the line goes under the East River through the Clark Street Tunnel and into Brooklyn. Here we are up on Wall Street. Stock exchange is down that way. We explored Wall Street and Stone Street in one episode. Check that out if you haven't seen it. Funny thing is, I remember standing right here pointing out this sign that said Interborough Rapid Transit, IRT, and saying, someday we'll talk about this. And here we are. All right, we got a lot of stations to do today. Back in the subway. we just passed through the Clark Street Tunnel. Now we're at Clark Street Station. This is a fairly deep station. This station opened in 1919 with the Clark Street Tunnel because the only way to get to this station is on that branch that connects to the Clark Street Tunnel. After the IRT opened their first lines in Brooklyn in 1904, they went through that Girolamo Tunnel. The residents of Brooklyn Heights were kind of upset because there was no stop in that neighborhood. So when they pushed through the Clark Street Tunnel to make this connection, they put a stop here in Brooklyn Heights. So this Clark Street Station was originally called Brooklyn Heights Station, and we're about 80 feet deep right now. That's because Brooklyn Heights is above us. This station is deep enough that the only way to get to it is through elevators. This is one of only a handful of stations in the New York City subway system that can only be accessed by elevator. So the station is an island platform, 2 tracks. There's a platform at the end of the tracks that leads to the elevator that goes up into the ground floor of the Hotel St. George, which is the only entrance to this. It's not the exit I was expecting. I was kind of imagining coming out in the lobby of like a glamorous hotel, but that's not what it does. Kind of trying to come outside as much as I can because it's so nice. So now we're in Brooklyn Heights. Promenade is down that way. We've gone and checked that out with some other Brooklyn parks in an episode. Look for that one if you haven't seen it. Station is Borough Hall. This is where we meet up with the 4 and the 5 again that come through the Girolamo Tunnel. There are 2 different sections to the station because of that. The 4 and the 5 are on the original section because that opened a lot earlier. These platforms opened with this part of the line in 1919. The 4 and the 5 are on the original platforms in the original part of the station that opened in 1908. The platforms here are on a double level, stacked on top of each other, and we've got one side platform on each level. And at the eastern end of both platforms is a passageway that leads over to the 4 and the 5. So east of this station, all 4 of these tracks converge, and the 2 and the 3 become the local trains, and the 4 and the 5 carry on as the express trains. So this part of the connection was actually built with the original part of the station, but it wasn't opened until the Clark Street Tunnel opened. Up one level, these are the Manhattan-bound tracks. These are the platforms for the 4 and the 5. Right down there is where the 4 tracks converge and run together for a while until they split off into different lines, which we'll hit eventually. This is gorgeous. I haven't seen it since they finished. They did a great job restoring it. It looks nice now. It's been under construction for a while. So I just finished editing this episode and it ended up being about 20 minutes long. I really don't like releasing 20-minute long videos. Some of you have said in comments that you don't mind 20-minute long videos, but the problem is those who do, if they stop watching, it counts against me on YouTube. So I'm gonna break this up into 2 parts. You just finished the first part, and don't worry, I'm gonna release the second part at the same time. So you can go watch it right now. If you're just finding this channel, be sure to check out all the rest of the episodes besides the second part of this one, already on YouTube. Like and subscribe, tell all your friends about it, and look for new episodes every Friday. Thanks for coming with me to explore New York City. See you next time.